opioid crisis now declared a health emergency. Space is running out to get people help.
Channel 9 uncovered an alternative approach taking off in Charlotte and in the Carolinas that puts drug addicts in charge of their own recovery. Reporter Greg Suskin investigated that program and found the homes could be in your neighborhood, even right next door.
I pretty much was a garbage can. I would put anything in my body that you gave me.
A drug addict for 20 years, Gloria Bryson was in prison when she heard about a different kind of help. The woman who spoke at the prison was Stacy Levin, a former addict.
I just knew that my freedom was death.
Levin is now the South Carolina coordinator for a nonprofit called Oxford House. Simply put, they are
democratically run, self-supported recovery homes.
Not halfway houses, because there's no house manager. Oxford House doesn't own property or have on-site staff. Usually 5 to 9 women or men live in a house and must work, pay rent, and share expenses. The booming opioid crisis is spreading them. In 2014, there were only 10 in South Carolina. Now there's 47. In 2014, there were 200 in North Carolina, 21 in Mecklenburg County. Now there are 243 in the state and 33 in Mecklenburg County.
I'll drive around a neighborhood that I like, see if there are any for rent signs outside.
Then she just has to find an understanding landlord willing to rent to recovering addicts.
Do you lose any when you tell them this is what this is going to be?
Yes.
The Oxford House where Bryson lives is in Columbia, across from an elementary school. There are no zoning restrictions on sober living homes, and the state doesn't license or regulate them. They often go unnoticed on quiet neighborhood streets, but not always. Right now, there's only one place like this here in Rock Hill. It's back there off Confederate Avenue, and some neighbors tell me it's been a problem. Lance Palmer lives across the street.
It's supposed to be a recovery house, and I've heard people drunk before.
I checked, and there were 6 calls from this home to Rock Hill Police in 6 months, including an overdose, suicide threat, and a disorderly conduct call.
It's very uncomfortable.
This woman who lives next door didn't want her name used, but says the place isn't what she'd hoped for.
It'd be a great, thing for women to have a new start and a new chance in life after being, addicts, and that is not the case at all.
Bessie Jeffers runs Oxford House in Charlotte. She says those complaints are rare.
We're the best neighbors you could have.
If there is a problem, the residents themselves kick the offender out.
If you drink or use drugs, you have to leave.
And that's what happened in Rock Hill, where one woman was expelled for drinking last month. Sober home residents say finding their place here saved them and may be the only hope for some.
Rehab facilities and detoxes are filling up so fast.
For Bryson, this home is a beginning, a chance. She knows it's up to her to live it out.
It's something that you have to deal with for the rest of your life.
Greg Suskin, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.